If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube or follow us here on Instagram. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today's November 12, 2019, and today is Tuesday morning, so no major economic data coming out today. However, later this evening at 7 p.m. South African time, President Donald Trump will be speaking on the economy and sure to affect the market. So you do want to know that it is coming out. Now, looking at the currency markets, euro is pretty much unchanged. And it's been the case over the last couple of weeks. Very low volatility. While the British pound bounces yesterday, and taking a look at the Dow Jones hitting all-time highs once again yesterday after gapping down, making up that gap, and then going higher to 27,700-ish level. As a result, gold breaks that second support and sells off at 1463, hitting a low of 1450-ish level, while oil remains unchanged. Now, the stocks that took us higher, this time it's Apple. Okay, the tech stocks took us higher yesterday, and really Apple led the way at $260 a share. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, pretty much unchanged. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to first take a look at the Euro USD. This is the largest pair in the United States, internationally actually, the largest pair of Forex symbols that you can trade. And I just want to highlight the fact that this traded in a 119-ish level. Okay, we're going to first start out with the Euro USD, and I just want to highlight the fact that this has really been trading in a very tight range. So we're just, for argument's sake, just for you to understand how tight of a range we've been trading. It's been trading between this 110, 30-ish level, 39-ish level right here on the top side, and 110.19. This is really a very, very tight range. Okay, a 15 pip to 30 pip move is very difficult to trade. Now, just to give you a perspective of it, okay, you can see that right there, that it's been in a very tight range. That little candle right there is where we've been over the last couple of weeks. So altogether, it hasn't really been the focus to trade. Okay, so in these type of scenarios, you want to go elsewhere to trade other things. Now, the GBP gave you an interesting opportunity where it retraced and really just tapered off. Okay, not trading with some volume. Okay, down to its support level at 127.60-ish level and bouncing off of it to 128.54. Great move. Okay, so if you were able to catch that the other day, good for you. However, in these type of scenarios, when currencies are not trading, then you want to move on to other things. And in this specific situation, it's gold right now. Okay, we're taking a look at a daily chart of gold. Let's move it to a 4-hour chart just to give us a perspective of it, because this has really been the one, okay, over the past couple of weeks. We broke this support level here at 1484-ish level, and then we hit that second support of 1463, and we violated that, and now we're trading at 1450-ish level. Now, to look at a further support of where we can continue selling off to, because now this is a bona fide sell-off, okay? This is a bona fide downwards trend. Now, this was our previous resistance level right here, 1450, so I do imagine that this 1450 will be a support level, okay? However, if it does breach it, then we can definitely go back to the low 1400-ish level, especially if the Dow Jones continues to rally like it is, when it's been very, very strong. Okay, now jumping into oil, really unchanged here at $57 a barrel, not doing much there. However, looking at the Dow Jones, we're just shy of that 27,700-ish level, 27,696. Let's look at a daily chart to give us a perspective of it. We saw that it sold off yesterday, but really filled in the gap, and then, then some, okay? Then right back to its all-time highs. Now, it's not going all together, which means that it's not the bank stocks and then the tech stocks and everything just going higher, okay? It's one day it's the bank stocks, the next day it's Apple, the next day it's some semiconductors, and the markets are a little bit of taking a shift, okay, in terms of taking their turn in going higher. And sure enough, that's the case. And if we look at Apple yesterday, 261 all-time highs once again, okay? This has gotten so much stronger over the past 3 months. It's unreal. It's unreal, okay? It's really very difficult to trade because there's no pullbacks, okay? There's no point, okay, at a certain point where you can jump in and say, okay, it pulled that back a little bit, let me jump in, okay? Because you always think that it's going to turn around and sell off. But this is a bona fide bull market, and which means that until we get some sort of confirmation that it's going to change its direction, it will continue in its current motion, which is upwards momentum. If we look at some of the other stocks, Microsoft, it didn't go as high yesterday, okay, but it's on its highs, right? It's still very strong. JP Morgan sold off a little bit to 129 from 130 and a half, okay, but not big sell-offs, okay, which really means that it can continue going higher until something happens that's either political or news driven to change our course. So as we stand right now, we're pretty much, going higher, okay? It might not happen every day, but the general market, the general trend is an upwards trend. Now, looking lastly at Bitcoin, really unchanged here at 87.24. I do imagine that because it's such a lightly traded volume asset, okay, Bitcoin, I do imagine that if we do have a correction today, we'll go back down to 7,800 after this massive rally that we had a couple of weeks ago due to the Chinese government wanting to adopt blockchain. Okay, so that's hasn't implemented fully yet. So I do think that will take some time. Okay, and I do believe also there'll be multiple buying opportunities for those investors that haven't gotten into Bitcoin to actually get involved. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.